I'm a lifelong Christian Scientist, so to me, Christian Science is a way of life, and you live it daily, and it's about your relationship with God and understanding that you're made in God's image and likeness and that God loves you dearly. I have experienced so many examples of that in my life. From, as a child being protected from accident or healed if I, sprained an ankle or something, healed very quickly. And childhood diseases healed quickly. Growing up with my own family, my children, my daughters, they don't even really recollect being sick from childhood diseases because they were healed so quickly. I've had healings, childbirth, jobs for my husband, buying and selling homes, relationship difficulties. It's just a way of life, and it's not a blind faith hoping or asking God, oh, please do this for me. It's a spiritual understanding and knowing that an infinitely good, wonderful, loving God does not harm his children. My own parents wouldn't, give birth to me and then cause me harm. They love me. Well, God's love is infinitely more. And I've had instantaneous healings of knowing that God's love is just infinitely more than I can even comprehend or understand. And one quick example, I was suffering from a cold where it was just very moist. My eyes are watering, everything, I'm blowing, I'm coughing, everything else. And I had a meeting that night, and I certainly couldn't attend the meeting. And actually, I'm supposed to run the meeting. I couldn't do so in such a condition. And I knew I needed to be healed. And I got out the Science and Health, which is key to the Scriptures, which is not our Bible because we study the Bible. But the Science and Health helps to explain the Bible and how to heal as Jesus healed centuries ago, which is kind of a lost element of Christianity that Christian Science explains and shows you how to heal. And I took out my weekly Bible lesson, which consists of citations from the Bible and the Science and Health. And I opened up my Science and Health, and what really struck me was a paragraph on page 495 in Science and Health where it begins, "When the illusion of sickness or sin tempts you, cling steadfastly to God and His idea. Allow nothing but His likeness to abide in your consciousness." And it goes on. I won't. But I just took that paragraph and I thought, I am going to sit here and I'm going to understand what this is saying. Really understand what this paragraph is telling me about the allness of God and the nothingness of material life and sickness and sin and death. And I sat there for probably 10 minutes just reading it over and over, thinking about it. And I looked up after 10 minutes, having felt that I just really felt close to God, felt God's love, and understood what it was saying, and I was completely healed. Where did all the stuff go? It never was. It wasn't a part of God's creation. And I was able, of course, to go to the meeting. But I've had many healings such as that. I one time was walking down a dark hallway stairs and fell down the stairs, and it appeared that I broke a bone in my foot because when I stood up to walk, I went unconscious, and my husband had to carry me out of the building. And there were a couple of days that were I had been praying, and it wasn't painful. It wasn't painful, but I couldn't walk. I didn't try to walk. I knew that wasn't possible. And one night, the second night, I was going to sleep, and I just started thinking of the multitude of healings that I've had in Christian Science and making this a way of life for myself. And I thought of all the healings my family when I was growing up has had, and my family with my 2 daughters and my husband. And I was just filled with gratitude. And I was laying there, my husband and I, we were in the dark, ready to go to sleep, trying to go to sleep, and my husband says, "What was that noise?" And I'm like, "You heard that, huh? Well, that was my foot. The bone just went back in place." And painlessly. And the next morning, I was up and walking and busy as usual. This took a matter of days. It didn't take 6 weeks with a cast and everything else. This is a way of life for Christian Science. This isn't, unusual. We don't even call them miracles. They're natural. It's just you expect a healing to happen. You don't expect not to have it happen. So that's all I have to say.